It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Not one beer today, but two. We've got the brand new Cloudwater version 4, version 5 of their double IPA coming in at 9% ABV. Here is a look at the beers then. I'll get there now. There we go. Version 5 on the left, version 4 on the right. Both 9% ABV. Now, first of all, we're beer drinkers. Should we get them out? Should we get them straight out into a glass and then we'll do all the talking later on? I'm going to be blending these two beers. I've been advised to blend the beers. So I'm going to pour half. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. I just picked this beer up yesterday. They're both freshly delivered to my local bottle shop yesterday. So there we go. There's about half of the beer in that glass. That is version 4 in the Meisel glass, yeah? Version 5. There's a look at the label. There's a bottle cap. Let's get it out. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. And here we go then. Here's the half of that. In the clear. No label glass. So, version 4, version 5, what's the difference? Well, version 5 looks a little hazier. Version 4 is slightly clearer. And it's slightly different in the colour. I'm not sure what's going on here, because apparently it's the same beer. It's the same, exactly the same beer. Malt, grain, different hop additions. We'll get into that in a moment. First of all, let's review in the Meisel glass version 4. So yeah, slightly hazy, nice levels of carbonation, golden in the colour, aroma. Yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. Tropical, pungent, juicy. Oh, blimey, the aromas are absolutely fantastic. A little bit of bubblegum. Lemon peel, lemon flesh. Let's dive in. Oh, Stone the Crows, absolutely Stone the Crows. It is an amazing beer then. 9% ABV. Can you believe that? It's so juicy. Oh, it's dry. It's bubblegummy. It's grapefruity. There's some lemon and there's some lime. The drinkability in this beer is just immense. It is just absolutely incredible. We are already on, I think version 1 come out of the double IPA came out the back end of 2015. We are in July 2016 and already we're up to version 5. So they brought out another 4 versions in a row in 2016 in the first half of the year. We'll get into all of that now in a moment. Please hang around. This will be quite a long review. Okay, so double IPA version 4 is amazing. It is really that good. I've just got to stop for a second. I've written some notes. So, version 4, they split the wort. Version 4, version 5, exactly the same wort. They split it into 2 tanks. Bang. What they did then, when this beer started to ferment. When they added the hops that they used in the beer, they added it to the fermentation process in version 4. The hop additions went in when the beer was fermented. What happens is that the yeast supposedly, and it kind of does, it kind of takes in all of the hop, turns it into something slightly different, and spits it back out again into the beer. Essentially, that's what happens. So some people suggest that this kind of thing changes the flavour of the beer. Version 5, they added the hops post-fermentation. So the ultimate dry hopping right at the end. Right at the end, no more fermenting. The yeast is finished doing what it's doing. They then added the hops. So, should we see if it's any different? Well, first of all, and I'm a little bemused by this. I'm a little bit, because I've read the website, I've done my research, and if they split the word, and it's the yeast has gone at the same time, I think possibly, unless I've got one bottle that's slightly yeastier than the other, version 4 and version 5, but maybe somehow the hops, by adding them to the during the fermentation in version 4, maybe that it's dropped the yeast a little bit more. Maybe I don't know. I'm not a master brewer, although I brew plenty of collaborations these days. I'm not a master brewer, but it seems that we have different colours from the same wort. This is probably just a little bit of extra yeast in this particular bottle. So this looks fantastic in the glass then. Slightly hazy, more lacing on the glass, a lot more going on, if you like, aroma. It's just tremendous, absolutely tremendous stuff. So I've had version 2, version 3 was amazing. I had that up in Leeds with the other YouTube bloggers, and we totally were blown away by version 3. Version 4 and version 5, yeah, they're really good. They're really good. Yeah, it's different. It's different. There's more bitterness. For me, there's more bitterness. Of course, that probably will happen post-fermentation, because even though it's a few days, then maybe a couple of weeks, then the hops will be fresher, naturally fresher hops in this particular version, because it's a later process. I'm really sorry if you've just caught this review completely by accident. You're just getting into craft beer and you're absolutely wondering what this guy is banging on about. I apologise if you're new to the channel, you're new to beer, and I've lost you completely. I do apologise at this stage, but the more kind of experienced, maybe home brewers or people really interested in beer, have known beer for years, they'll know exactly where I am at this point. It's slightly fresher for me, the hop profile. It's more juicy. There's a lot more bitterness, a real kind of bag load of bitterness in this beer, and this kind of suits me more. I like my bitterness in an IPA. So same as the other version, it's kind of spicy, lemony. I think there's more bubblegum in version 4, but still amazing beers. So version 4 on its own, saying that, blimey, saying that is still, that is shockingly good. It really is. But less bitterness on that version. It's juicier, it's fresher, even by a couple of weeks, it's a fresher beer. Rating, I'm going to give this beer a rating. Version 4 on its own. Now hang about, I've not finished yet. Version 4, I'm going to give it... I just can't. No. 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10 for Cloudwater Double IPA version 4. Version 5, 10. It's a 10 out of 10. I've not finished. Give me a couple of more minutes. I won't be long. Now, fresh glass. Now, what Cloudwater advise with this beer is washy. No, actually, they don't advise that. That's just me, yeah? We're going to do a blend. We're going to do a 50-50 blend. There's version 4. Here is version 5. Now, just check out. I said version 5 was, this particular bottle was yeastier. Check out the difference in the when we pour this in terms of the beer changing up. Boom, different beer. So, they've advised you to do a blend. Now this is where it gets a little bit... Well, I'm just speaking with my heart. Okay. They're over £5 a bottle. And Cloudwater are asking you to buy 2. It kind of comes in over £10 for essentially just over a pint of beer. Let's drink it first, and then we'll do what we have to do. Yeah. One finger, white head, slightly hazy, cloudy, lovely looking beer. Oh, it's changed it again. Different kind of beer again. So you got that slight bubblegum from version 4 is in here, and that fresher hop feel is also in here from the both versions. It's absolutely immense. It's immense. It's just the bubblegum from version 4 comes through. That beautiful bitterness, that wonderful floral bouquet of flowers just comes rushing through on version 5, and it kind of just interlocks and it just kind of works. So what Cloudwater have asked here is for feedback. Personally, I would do a 50-50 of version 4 and version 5 for version 6. Okay? Keep that in your mind, version 6. I'm going to rate it. It's a 10 out of 10. So it's a 10 out of 10 for the 2 beers interlocked. Now, again, sorry for the long review. Please bear with me. I am nearly finished. As I mentioned last year, they brought out one version. The one version was very good. It sold very well. And then this year, that was 2015, the first version. This year, 2016, we're already up to version 5. There's talk of, well, it's going to happen. Version 6 is going to be out very shortly. My only because I think about money, the economy, where we are. Asking somebody, maybe who really wants to try this beer, but maybe who's on a limited budget to spend over £10 on 2 beers, and they brewed less than half. Version 3, they brewed, I think about, it was between 80 and 100 hectolitres. This beer, they've only brewed about 43 to 45 hectolitres of this beer. About 40 something hectolitres of this beer. So it's over half of what they produced for version 3. And it's for 2 versions, 4 and 5. So what they're creating only because I sat with the owner. I was in Leeds. I sat with the owner at Northern Monk Brew House. We had a drink together, and I raised the question to him, and I explained my thoughts to him, and he kind of smiled. He gave me a wry smile. I said, why version 2? Why kind of version 3? And I said, for me, as somebody who's been in business, it's kind of carrying that momentum of something this is very, very, very popular. Like the Samsung Galaxy Note and the Note 2 and the Note 3 and the Note 4 and the Note 5. And I mentioned this to him, and he gave me kind of a wry smile. And I know why, because if I was a businessman in his position, I would do exactly the same thing. You ride that wave of popularity, you create the buzz, you make the buzz bigger, and then it becomes a whole beast in itself. This whole kind of just social media, people hashtagging Cloudwater, and it just creates a media storm for the beer. And it helps to create buzz. Also, by only producing half of the batch, the version 3, as I said, I think it was about 100 hectolitres. Version 4 and 5, only 40 something hectolitres. They made it even more exclusive. Is going to create a bigger buzz, but it will, pardon me, it will leave people frustrated. It will leave other people frustrated who may have gone to their bottle shop only for version 3, say, realised that there was maybe 12 bottles, bought one, maybe 2, and then when version 4 and 5 come out, you think, right, there's going to be plenty of this stuff. And then the bottle shop haven't even got it. It's not even out. You can't even get it. As you've seen the reviews, I give these beers 10 out of 10s. I'm not. Beers are absolutely fantastic. They're the best double IPAs I've tried in a long time. But I think now it's time, and I'm putting a personal appeal to Cloudwater. If they're watching this, from where I am in my kitchen, please just settle on whatever version you want to brew. Maybe version 6. Maybe everyone loved the blend of 4 and 5, and then you create 6. But please leave it at 6. You know by now which is the best double IPA you brewed. Version 3 was superb. Version 4 and 5 was superb. Version 2 was really good. I didn't have version 1. But for me, that's it. That is the end of the, and only because it's very popular at the moment, that is the end of the Pokemon Go, me chasing these beers down. You gotta catch them all, yeah? That's the end for me now. If there's a version 6 and a version 7, you won't see it on this channel. It might prove unpopular. You might be thinking why? Because I have so much beer. I have so much beer to review, just to keep going over the same double IPA. Of course it's not the same, different versions, different styles, yeah. But please, Cloudwater, this is my appeal. Just hit it now. Hit the nail on the head, like Russian River did with their Pliny the Elder, like Bell's did with their Hop Slam. Just come up with a final recipe, brew the beer, brew it good, and brew it forever. That's my appeal. Thank you for watching. Please comment, please subscribe, give us a big fat thumbs up, boom, and cheers.